friends, we have a very special guest on the show today. I am super excited. This is one of the most influential, the most powerful, the best communicators in the world. And as soon as you guys see them, you are gonna know exactly who this is. Come here, come on. I'll see yourselves right there. It's you. You are the most powerful, the most influential, the best communicator in your life. Because let's be honest, who talks to you more than you? We all have this inner voice, right? And sometimes it's not the friendliest. That negative chatter that we have in our life, sometimes it can overpower all the other conversations that we are having in our head. But here's the thing, if we do not learn how to quiet that voice, it can start to control how we feel, how we act, and how we live in our own lives. It's that serious, y'all. So in today's video, I am gonna pull a Chick-fil-A and I'm gonna say it's my pleasure to record this video for you guys, because after this video, you're gonna have all the tools that you need to recognize that voice, stop it from dictating how you feel, and instead start embracing empowering thoughts. And we are talking, y'all, we are talking about a mindset that is so powerful that it will literally help you create the reality that you so deeply desire and deserve. Hey y'all, my name is Catherine. On this channel, we talk all things personal growth and mindset. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, hit that subscribe button and let's be besties. If you've been feeling unmotivated, stuck, or you just want to feel more energized in your days, hit that link in my bio for a free consultation. Together, we will dive deep into what's holding you back, challenging your limiting beliefs, crystal clear on the actions that you need to take, and become the person that you are meant to be. I am just so excited to be filming this, you guys, because Catherine 2 years ago would be looking at me right now and being like, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not even perfect. So why are you trying to give tips to people when you still have negative thoughts? And now I'm able to say, hush you, because look where I'm at now. I am putting myself in uncomfortable positions. I am taking action. I am still showing up consistently. I am not perfect and I'm okay with that. And that's how I know that I have grown so much and I continue to grow every single day. And just by talking about this and having so much excitement, it shows me that this is my passion, that this is what I'm meant to do. I can't tell you how many times I have struggled with this inner voice. Like, I have even given it a name, friend. The enemy. Dun dun dun. You know that constant, you're not good enough. Why even bother? You don't have the skills that you need. You don't have your life figured out yet. It would show up every single time I wanted to start something new. Whether it was my fitness journey, whether it was starting my YouTube channel, posting on social media, or even just speaking up for myself. The enemy. So first things first, let's talk about why this inner voice even exists. What's the purpose? If it's so bad for us, why do we have it? Why do we continue to do it even though we know it's bad for us? The math is not mathing. It's been a year now that I have been on my self-growth journey, and I have become obsessed with listening to podcasts, reading books, anything that has to do with mindset and personal growth. And one of the many things that I have learned, our brain is programmed to make sure that we survive. When we look at our ancestors, the way that they needed to survive was to stay in their comfort zone, because if they were to go out of their caves, a freaking tiger or a lion or one of the other tribes was gonna come and kill them, okay? So it was a matter of life or death. Now that we have evolved, our brain is still thinking that we are our ancestors, that if we go out of our comfort zone, we are gonna die. And it kind of feels like that sometimes. So first thing is first, you need to recognize that voice, okay? Because awareness is key. If we are not aware of what is going on, how are we supposed to get better? How are we supposed to change? Okay, awareness is key. It is uncomfortable and it's not fun, it's not sexy, but it is a must. In order to be someone else, you need to do something that you usually don't do. There's a quote that goes something like that. That negative chatter that we all experience up here, it's not who you are. It's not your identity. It's just a thought. Here's an analogy. It's like a radio that plays in the background, but you ultimately get to decide whether you want to listen to it or if you want to change the radio. You are in control here. We need to start treating this voice as a misguided friend. It's somebody who wants to help, actually just steering us in the wrong direction. So, shoo, we don't want to be friends with you, okay? All right, I'm bringing out the whiteboard, y'all. Once you recognize your inner voice, next thing that you have to do is reframe your thought. This is where you ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Let's do a little chart. So hurting and helping. Your inner voice is telling you, I'm not good enough. That thought helping you? Definitely not. So we need to reframe it. Really challenge your thoughts. So really start to ask yourself, is there any evidence in my life that shows me this is true? Good way to do this is to look at the opposite. So I am good enough. So is there any evidence that shows you that you are good enough? Of course there is. Like when I was starting my fitness journey, my inner voice kept telling me, you failed before. What makes you think that this time will be different? But instead of letting that stop me, I decided to reframe my thought and look at the small wins. I reminded myself of all the small wins that I've had in the past, like how I was consistent for a couple weeks, but the fact that I even have the strength to even start again. Sometimes reframing can be as simple as changing your I can't to I'm growing and I'm learning. It's about shifting the narrative in a way that empowers you rather than holding you back. Am I making sense? Let me know in the comments. All right, so next thing that I should really get a little marker. I really try to make this as aesthetically pleasing as I can, but it's not working. Empower your inner dialogue. Empower is the key word here, y'all. Think of your mind like a garden. So whatever you plant and nurture will grow. And there's actually a lot of seeds that have been planted from our childhood that is in our subconscious that have become patterns to us now. If you constantly keep planting these seeds of doubt, of fear, of negativity, guess what? You're going to get more doubt. You're going to have more fear. Self-esteem is going to be even more lower. You're going to have less motivation. But if you start consciously planting these beliefs of confidence and positivity and empowerment, you're going to begin to see those seeds grow instead. And this is something that has helped me so much in my fitness journey, in growing my business, and just growing my relationships as well. One way that I do this is through affirmations, and I have a video up here that you guys can check out, which is a morning daily affirmation that I tend to do. I try to do because I'm not perfect, y'all. But these affirmations really help you to start reprogramming those thoughts and really empower your inner dialogue. So you want to replace those negative statements with statements that are going to reflect who you want to become. I remember this one day where it was in the beginning of my journey, and I just kept looking at my body in the mirror and I was like, I see no change. This is so dumb. Like, this is a waste of time. I've been doing this now for 4 weeks and I still have some fat in my tummy, or I'm not where I want to be financially. My business isn't growing. I'm not getting any new clients. And I just stopped myself and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, out loud, I literally said, hey, Catherine, you are enough. You've done hard things before, you can do this. And you'll continue to grow, you'll continue to learn because this is something that you're passionate about, and the universe is on your side, God is on your side, and if it's meant to be, it will be. And I instantly just felt so much confidence. I felt so much love and care during that moment for myself. And it was just a simple act of just speaking life to myself that it just changed my whole mood for the day. It wasn't magic, but it definitely gave me the strength I needed to keep going. So do not underestimate the power of how you talk to yourself. And I know this sounds cheesy, okay? Because me starting, I was like, why am I gonna talk to myself like this? Is so weird. This is a waste of time. I don't see the point of this. But it's not until I actually consistently, like consciously was like, yo, let me just give it a week. Let me see what it's like, is when I started to really feel the benefits internally. Like externally, the circumstances are gonna be the same, but internally, it's like such a shift that happens that now the way that I react to circumstances in my life is so different from Catherine 2 years ago. And it's magic, y'all. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. Because remember, you are the most influential voice in your life. You have the power to control how you feel, how you act, and ultimately what you achieve. So let's start silencing that chatter in our head. Start stepping into the reality that we all deserve. I'm here with you guys. You guys are not alone. I'm your biggest cheerleader. I believe in you, and I really hope that this video resonated with you guys and you feel even more empowered and energized to go into the day. You feel confident. Continue growing, continue learning, and I'll see you guys on next week's video. Stay blessed.
Oh my, what a one.